Well, we're not gonna watch him eat a gun, but we are gonna try to attempt to break his lock. But I think we can. Fort Knox. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. What? There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was found in dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful to coerce someone into committing murder? My guess it was only a matter of life or death. Could you explain? Your true lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Gladly. Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valent. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Second Valent's quick draw shot, shoot him. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot him canceled because someone might get hurt? Of course. What other reason could there be? Well, it could have been canceled because someone had already been hurt. Fascinating. I verstehe, forging friend. But tell me, what can you prove with a single pistol? Well, tell me what would happen if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? The performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely who do you claim was shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. A life, a sacrifice that the show might go on, and this shows who it was. Present the locket. But that's Sacramari's wife, and Trucy's mother. Thalissa, I believe was her name. Alakazam! How can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial, Mode. Thalissa was the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Ah, crap. The stamp? Troupe Kamari's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a ceremony of stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze. We were an age, a golden age. It is all here on this stamp. There's Thalissa, yes? Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. A part of his memory is still locked up. There's one thing you're failing to address. What's that? Oops. Stupid mouse. Jeez. As you say, our troop was wonderful unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But Mr. Wright, he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Valent's got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up, his innocence would come into questions. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? I'm so close. There has to be something about Thalissa's death could affect Zack and Valent's relationship with Magnifi. I see in your eyes. You still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalissa's accident tied your hands so completely. With a person, I'm gonna guess. It's gonna take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both of your hands. And this information proves why McNiffy held so much power over you. I'm gonna go with Trucy. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. What? What? I don't like what this guy says. Okay, I guess with evidence? Whatever's in the evidence, the accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands. And this evidence proves McNiffy held so much power over you. Has Farrell rights? No. Okay. Shut up! You'll never make a good black artist. Never! Oh my god. No, that's fake. The diary? Okay, well I'm completely lost at what to do. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I usually don't do that, but I'm going to, I guess. Wonder how I knew how this was gonna turn out. Yeah, okay, so you have to go to present a person and present Thalissa. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalissa. It was Thalissa who herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zack Gamari's wife, Trucy's mother, and McNiffy Gamari's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to McNiffy's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident! Alright, well, cracked you. Now let's talk about blackmail. There's no proof, none at all. But Thalissa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Gamari? The master McNiffy Gamari, his only daughter, and his two disciples. It does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted to faulty lights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that all it was, an accident. Zack and Valent's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly straight toward the beautiful body on stage, and then crash, sing, pow, and everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing, same trick with a new twist, and tragedy. But as for whose bullets stole Thalissa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalissa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft on his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and McNiffy his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part of the appraisal of the darkness that comes when certain falls. Now let's talk about the darkness. Why did McNiffy Gamari try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is it was a critical time for Troop Gamari. A passing of the torch from McNiffy to Zack and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Thalissa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all. Yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose McNiffy's wishes. McNiffy forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. but you do not find a cowardliness in his actions. Huh? To hide the truth from your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above heads? Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Grimari, that's for sure. Does Juicy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find McNiffy's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking around the dressing room doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zach. I liked him not. I see. His name? I do not recall, but his scent? The cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I am sorry. I began to notice a dark stern hanging over Trooper Mars.